back to my channel, and today is Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey of Gingerreadslainey, whose channel I will link in the description bar, and which is currently run by Sam of Thoughts on Tones, whose YouTube channel I will also link down in the description bar. I will also link the Goodreads page for Top 5 Wednesday if anyone else is interested in checking it out or joining. Alright, and without further ado, let's get started. Today's topic is books you wish had sequels. A very interesting and exciting topic. I'm excited to get into this one. This is in no particular order of my least to favorite. I'm just kind of gonna jump in and get started. Number 5, The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger. The Time Traveler's Wife is an adult fictional novel which follows the two main characters of Henry and Claire. Henry is a time traveler, and throughout the novel it details his visits to his wife when she was a child, and later on in the future of Claire and Henry's life together, and it switches point of view between Claire and Henry. This is one of my favorite novels of all time. I adore this novel. There's also a movie adaptation. Please do not watch the movie. It does not do the book any justice at all. If you are at all interested in time travel or romance, please, or just good fiction, please check out the novel. One of the reasons that I wish this novel had a sequel, besides it being one of my favorites, is I believe that the story could continue on through a side character. I can't tell you which because that would spoil some things. However, I can say it is another time traveler, and I would lose it if there was ever a sequel following this character. I would fall down and die. I would be so excited. Number 4, Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funke, or Cornelia Funk. I have never known how to pronounce her name. If anyone could help me out in the comments, somebody please tell me how to pronounce this woman's name. I feel like I butcher it each time, and I just want to get it right. Dragon Rider is middle grade / young adult fantasy novel which follows a young boy named Ben and a dragon named Fire Drake as they go on a sort of worldwide journey searching mythical and sort of magical locations to find the last of Fire Drake's kind. This was one of my favorite novels when I was in high school. I think I read it maybe my freshman year of high school or the summer before high school, and I remember being completely obsessed with it. I reread that book so many times, and I remember wishing so much that there was a sequel. I really love the characters, and I really just wished I could have gotten more of them. Every character was so great. I love dragons. I love fantasy, and this book really had it all. I think that this one might be a little bit of a cheat, however, because I think that there actually may be a sequel coming this year or next year. I have not confirmed this, but I wanted to add it on anyway because I've literally been waiting for a sequel to this novel for 11 years because the book came out, I think, in 2005, and I loved it, and I reread it so many times, which is why I would really love a sequel. Okay, on to number 3. My number 3 pick would be She's Come Undone by Wally Lamb. I would classify it as adult fiction, and the novel follows its main character, Dolores. It details her life from the age of, I believe, 4 until her 40s, and it sort of details kind of all of these tragic events that happened in her life and how it affects her growing up and how it affects her moving forward. This is one of my all-time favorite novels, definitely top 5. I love this novel to pieces. I've read this novel so many times. Please go out and read it if you have not read. Also, if you have not read anything by Wally Lamb, please go out and pick up one of his novels, preferably She's Come Undone. It's just beautiful. There's nothing that I did not like about this. And as I said, the novel follows her life up until I believe her 40s, and I think a sequel could be done um, following her life from her 40s until perhaps her death or perhaps until old age. I would really be interested in finding out what happened to Dolores because she's a character that I love and that I will continue to love for the rest of my life. And I would just really love to find out what happened in the rest of her life, which is why I would die for a sequel. My number 2 pick is Now You See It by Vivian Vandevelde or Vandevelde. This is another novel that I read, I believe in high school, and one I really love. It is a YA fantasy novel. The novel follows the main character, Wendy, who has very bad eyesight, and one day she breaks her glasses and finds a pair on her front lawn, which sort of magically match her prescription. But as she goes about her day, she begins to see a lot of sort of strange things that no one else can see, like banshees and tiny little men and ghosts and all sorts of sort of magical and otherworldly creatures. She goes about sort of trying to find out what's happening to her. Really great book. Again, one of my favorites. And the way that the novel ends, I definitely feel like there could be a sequel or perhaps even a prequel novel, but definitely I think a sequel could be done. It was a really great book. It was a really interesting premise, and I would really enjoy to find out more about the world, especially sort of the magical elements um, of the world and the novel. That would be great to get a sequel about. Number 1 pick is Companions of the Night, also by Vivian Vandevelde. I went through a phase in high school where I read as many of her books as my library carried. Um, I'm a really big fan of Vivian Vandevelde, even though I haven't checked out any of her novels in a few years. Actually, I really need to because I remember how much I loved her and that I still do love her. Um, Companions of the Night is a YA paranormal slash fantasy novel. The novel follows its main character, Carrie, as she is forced to go back to her local laundromat because her little brother has left his favorite stuffed bear there. It's the middle of the night and he can't sleep without it, so she makes a drive back to the laundromat where they had been washing their clothes there earlier, and she gets caught up in an interrogation between a couple of vampire hunters and a young man that they are accusing of being a vampire. And from there, she sort of gets caught up in this whole sort of whirlwind. I don't want to spoil anything. Please, if you're interested, please check it out. This is such a great book. I have been obsessed with vampires from a very young age, and this novel came out way before Twilight, and it's just one of my favorites. It's so good. Um, the romance, the paranormal aspect, just everything about this book is so good. Um, and I would have loved for this book to be a series. I feel like it could have followed any of the characters. I feel like it could have took off in a second and possibly even a third novel. Um, I really loved this. I really loved this book, and I desperately wished it was a series. I really love the characters, and I want more. Please, Vivian Velde, please make a sequel to Companions of the Night. Alright, that's enough of me being overdramatic. And that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more from me, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, peace, love, and happy reading. Until next time, guys. Bye.